to budget money effectively to achieve your financial goals. In the quest for financial independence, something you might hear repeated often is to budget money effectively and set financial goals. But then, how exactly are you supposed to do these things, especially when your financial situation isn't the best? Well, in this video, we lay bare the secrets of effective budgeting and financial goal setting. Stick around to find out. So, first off, let's tackle financial goal setting. What's the secret here? And why is it so hard? Well, what you need to understand is that there are two types of goals. You need to have short-term goals and long-term goals. You may have heard of these before, but do you really understand what they mean? Well, let's break them down further. Beginning with long-term financial goals, as the name suggests, these are goals you would want to have achieved in the far future. With these, you can be allowed to dream as big as possible. Don't place any limitations on yourself. If you want to be a billionaire, then you need to have it down in your long-term goals. You might think that these goals are unattainable. Well, there are two reasons why you want to do away with that mindset. For one, if you aim for the stars and miss, you'll land on the moon. Meaning that you might not hit these wild goals exactly, but anyway, you'll get close enough for it to not matter. The second reason to do away with this mindset is that if you don't believe in yourself, then why are you trying in the first place? Most billionaires you know, more than wisdom or connections, relied on the power of self-belief. And so, believe that these goals are attainable to you, and then go get them. Next, we move on to short-term financial goals. This is what you want to achieve financially in the near future. For these goals, you need to be more realistic. You need to make sure that they are attainable. When setting short-term financial goals, make sure you do not ignore the context of your current financial situation. In fact, make sure you extrapolate from your present finances and see what you can achieve if you save reasonably and consistently. From this point on, you should be good to go. All that you will need is a decent budget, which you can use to make these goals a reality. And this brings us to our next segment, budgeting, or rather effective budgeting. There's a difference between the two things. Let's dive and show you how. To budget effectively, the first thing you need to understand is that technology makes it easier. There are certain apps and websites which have been fine-tuned to aid with budgeting, accounting for even the smallest expenses. Some options worth checking out are Mint, Honeydew, PocketGuard, and YNAB. Each has been tailor-made to suit different situations. There's truly something for everyone, from beginner budgeters to investors to couples to overspenders. The key thing here is that they are better at tracking money than you will ever be. They also provide reminders that allow you to stay ahead of expenses. Say you're not technologically inclined, though. Is having a decent budget plan still a possibility? There's no reason why it shouldn't be, especially if you pay close attention to this next part. The steps for creating a budget plan are easy for anyone to grasp. Basically, it's all about keeping track of income and expenses. Of the two, expenses are way harder to track. An excellent place to begin is with our bills. For most of us, bills are constants in our lives. They could come in the form of utility bills or school fees or medical bills or housekeeping bills. No matter the cause, they are some of the significant expenses that eat into our finances. Laying these down will give us a better idea of where the money needs to go when it comes and where the money is being wasted. Having figured out the essentials, we can take a look everywhere else our money disappears. These could be unplanned expenses that hardly seem like much at the moment. The problem with expenditure of this nature is that it adds up. The idea isn't to cease spending on little things, but to be more disciplined about it. You'd be surprised at how much money you can save up once you become more conscious of everything you spend on. Though keeping track of expenses is an essential step in budget planning, it's only one half of it. Another half, as suggested early on, lies in keeping track of income. Most people only have a single source of income, this being a monthly paycheck. While there's so much buzz about having multiple income streams, there's nothing wrong with a single source, especially if it is large enough, secure enough, and managed well enough. Of course, having multiple streams could help us budget better. Either way, the central idea is stability. Don't think one source of income is expendable, simply because it isn't your main source of income. Inculcate it into the budget so as to achieve your financial goals quicker. As good as all these strategies are, it's worth remembering that none of them will work if you don't put in the effort. Sure, the apps can help, but never take your own willpower for granted. By setting the right financial goals and sticking to a well-crafted budget, you will put yourself in an excellent situation. Before you know it, your long-term goals will start to look like short-term goals. Coming to the end of this video, we hope you've learned how to budget effectively so as to achieve your financial goals. Your financial goals might seem unattainable, but with the power of budgeting, they'll be here before you know it. To learn more, please check out other videos on this channel. We have a large catalog of videos that you can use to broaden your understanding of these concepts. Well, that's all for today. I hope you enjoyed the video. Until next time, have a good day. Catch you later.